Today marks the end of my tenure as the 37th Commissioner of Police of Lagos State Command with a great sense of professional fulfillment. It has been a full year of policing the most cosmopolitan and populous city in West Africa. There is no doubt that we had some security challenges of which we were able to surmount to the glory of God. It gives me a great joy to note that during my tour of duty at the Lagos State Police Command, there was no major security challenge that led to a serious crisis. This was due largely to the commitment and dedication to duties of officers and men of the command while providing the strategic leadership at my end. Also, the immeasurable support of Lagos State government through the Lagos State Security Trust Fund is appreciated in our quest of fighting crime frontally. We were able to bring crime to the barest minimum and dealt a big blow to traffic robbery, especially with the state-sanctioned ban on use of motorcycles in certain local governments of the state and strategic motorized patrol in identified areas during the peak traffic hours. At my meeting press briefing on 24th of January last year, I made it clear that my crime prevention strategy and policing vision will rest squarely on visibility policing, respect for human rights, professional ethics, intelligence-led policing, community policing, proactive and intelligence synergy. You all agree with me that we were able to make tremendous achievements as regards these yardsticks. Accountability was made the bedrock of my administration as all area commanders, DPOs, and other officers were made answerable for their actions and inactions.
Under my watch will be manifestly hard on criminals and their networks, but civil with law-abiding citizens and respectful of their rights. In this regard, in due course, sets of action that will address issues impacting on seamless police public trust and partnership will be initiated, and details of this and the broad policing action plans for the state will be shared with you. This is Lagos. This is the pride of the country. The plans may be lofty. The professional experience to drive it may be rich. The passion to deliver may be strong. But without the buy-in of strategic stakeholders and all spectrums of Lagosians, the journey to policing excellence may be rough and bumpy. In this process, therefore, I solicit the support, guidance, and trust of all Lagosians. I will remain open to constructive criticisms, inputs, pieces of advice, and above all, critical criminal information that will aid our proactive actions in crime management. It is my belief that there must come a time in the lives of the people that they should resolve to trust, work together, and march hand in hand to confront our common enemy, who are the criminal elements that are threatening our common values for peace, safety, and security. The time is now for Lagos and Lagosians, and I'm determined to provide the police leadership that will accelerate this process. The era of what we often refer to in police parlance as siege mentality, the we and them syndrome, in which the police and the public see themselves as enemies, should now be discarded. Ushered in should be the era of we the people and our police against them, the criminals. We should be reminded that a crack in the relationship between the citizens and their police only serves to advance the interests of the criminals to the disadvantage of the citizens. I promise to change this narrative with the support of all of you seated here and all Lagosians. In the interim, we must be reminded that the immediate task we must deal with has to do with the upcoming general elections as they affect Lagos State. The outgoing Commissioner of Police has briefed me in detail on the strategies and action plan for the exercise. As we commence the process of giving effect to these plans, I wish to assure Lagosians of our firm resolve and full preparedness of Lagos State Police Command to ensure that the process is peaceful, secure, and credible. Our operation shall also be conducted within the dictates of the revised Code of Conduct for Police Officers on Election Security, which was recently developed by the Inspector General of Police and distributed to all state police commands, including Lagos State. Leadership will be founded firmly and strictly on discipline and professionalism, and you should please all return to your jurisdictions and deepen the lecture on this to your men. For as often said, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. So let me sound this warning as loudly and clearly as possible. If you perform your duties within acceptable ethical and professional standards, you shall have my back in the line of your duty. But if you exceed the permissible ethical and professional bounds, you shall be dealt with firmly. Let no officer be in doubt on this in relation to my leadership.